Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in the Buzz, executives at some of the nation's biggest corporations will soon see a smaller paycheck after dishing out hundreds of billions of dollars in bailout funds to failing financial companies. The government is about to make some of the top employees pay. At 7 corporations, including Citigroup, Bank of America, AIG, General Motors, and Chrysler, the 25 best paid executives, I believe at each of those locations, will have their salaries slashed by 90%. Companies that repaid their bailout funds, like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, will be exempt from that plan. And government watchdog groups are applauding the move by the Obama administration. Take a look.
Government wants to make sure that people know that their taxpayer dollars are not being wasted.
They could live better than I could on half of theirs. I'd be homeless if I was living on half of mine.
The average household brings in about $50,000 a year compared to their millions. But here's the question. Do you think it's fair for the government to slash their pay? What do you think, Vince?
Yeah, but with a caveat. My caveat is that it should be merit pay. These are tax dollars that went to these companies. I'm not for arbitrarily just saying 90% of your pay, that's what you get cut. I think that there should be some guidelines set that said if you meet these, then you get this bonus. If you don't meet them, then you don't get them, period. I think that what some people are saying is true, is that if you cut these people 90%, you're going to lose them, and they're going to go to other places. And at the end of the day, you may find out that IAG goes belly up, and then all that money we put into it goes belly up with it.
Interesting. Sean, what do you think?
I'm just in complete support of it, because there a lot of these people that are on the top of the chain, they're making, I mean, not just like, we think, oh, $5 million. Right. Man, that's a lot of money. $5 million is the cost that their bathroom is. These people are making hundreds of millions of dollars, ridiculous amounts in bonuses. If they're taking money from us, they should be far below what they're making.
What do you think about the ones who didn't take the bailout?
Then you pay all you want.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no way that the government should or would walk in and say, you know what, no. Even though we're not paying any money, you shouldn't be making that much money.
Well, I think it's hard to say what the government would do, because even looking at these financial times, I mean, it's hard to believe that this many companies have been bailed out by the government. But I think the thing is, this seems to be a Band-Aid on a previous ill. Why wasn't the language written into these contracts when these companies took this money that said, if you're taking money, nobody gets bailouts, nobody gets bonuses this year?
They're making up the rules as they go along.
But I don't understand. Why didn't you write, no bonus? We heard after many of these companies got billions of dollars.
Well, not only they get the bonus,
their executives still got their bonuses.
Well, not only did they get the bonuses, but then they took the trips and they took the people to Vegas and they did all these other things.
Right. It was business as usual.
And what's funny is,
on my dime.
What's funny is that 90% of the people who are in Congress are lawyers.
Yeah.
Right. Lawyers.
Yeah.
You know, they're famous for crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
So why do you think that this was overlooked? Are there buddies here? Or is
it's Washington, man. It's just the way it works. It's just the way it works.
I'm glad you're doing it.
I just think that they should come in and say, here's the merit pay. If you make, as the CEO, if you can make this amount of money, then you can get paid this amount in a bonus.
This kind of reflects into my whole policy on kids paying for their own ticket to college rather than the parents paying. Because you know what, the parents pay, oh man, I'm not going to pay attention. Yeah, sure, I'll waste that class. But if you're paying, and you're paying the bonuses for these people, and you're broke, you're going to make sure that you're getting the job done. So, some responsibility, that's all.
Well, I'm curious to see what some of our viewers are saying, and I know that Courtney Caligiuri is going to be talking to people on both on Facebook and also on our live blog this morning, because hot button issue this morning, Courtney.
I've been reading comments on stories posted throughout the web itself and here on the blog and Facebook, so let's get to a few of those. So here on FoxProvidence.com regarding the pay cuts, they're saying if they are millionaires, yes, they should receive the cut. Lisa says, I mean, it is our money, but then that's a pretty big pay cut for them. She says, I think they should take a pay cut, especially in these times they can live with less since they make so much. We have a poll here on FoxProvidence.com, and should executives at bailed out firms take pay cuts? Your choices are A, yes, it's our money they're getting, or B, no, keep the government out of private sector. So you can also read more about that story there. There's quite a few coming out each hour, actually. And we have one comment here on Facebook from Valerie Hebert, and she says, of course they should. Why should they be special? So log on now if you're just joining us and talk about the buzz, and maybe we'll share some more at the end of the show, but I'll also have your poll results then. So we'll be back in 30 minutes. Lily, what's happening in the kitchen?